here for you. That was his conversations with God. He built him up to his fullness. So he was the first piece he was built up through God. And then from that, he was built up from himself. Self-love. You cannot love anybody properly until you first love you. And I've come in contact with so many broken relationships, and I've actually had to live in the middle of my mother and father's relationship. I was actually the source of strength for my whole family. My mother and my father, I'm on both ends listening to what you're saying. I'm in the middle of the mortgage. I'm in this and that. And I'm not talking about go to your room type of stuff. I'm talking about after they argue and all that stuff, I'm right there in the middle. I'm talking about when it comes time to pay the rent and the house and all that stuff, I'm in the middle. My name is tied up in everything. So I wasn't oblivious to the fact that, well, I didn't know what was going on. No, I was right there in the center. And I was like, why are you doing this to me? Why do I have to experience this? Because he had to give me a certain knowledge. And I realized that communication became an important factor in most relationships. So most women and most men, they don't communicate in relationships. They don't communicate properly. That is one of the key elements of a relationship, is communication. You have to talk. You have to talk. And then that goes back again. God and the man talked every day. Every single day they talked. So he built him up to a certain point where he now is like, you are Adam, this is all yours. He don't need nobody to come in and tell him, no boys to confirm who he is. He don't need this one to confirm he know who he is. He full now. Now he ready to give what he has for him to somebody else. And that's how the process goes. Like I said, you can take it and apply it, or you can take it and throw it out the window. It really doesn't matter, but I know it works. And like I told you, I've seen it and I've put it to use in different situations. And so I'm just sharing with you what was shared with me. And I believe it will help you. But it works like that. You have to be full as a person. When you're full as a person, you won't allow certain things to come in your life. And certain compromises to come in your life. When you settle for certain things, when you entertain certain things, when you do certain things, when you carry yourself a certain way, it's because you're not full and confident here. It starts with you, the individual. And then when you master this, then you can give that to somebody else. So your standard that you set for yourself, now you give to the other person. And then all that abuse, all that crazy stuff, that don't come in play. Because would you abuse yourself? No. And even with the process of you growing up and being raised and seeing certain things in your family, I was a product of that. There was a ton of things that I seen in my family, a ton of things that's going generations. But I'm a person, and my stature as a person is to break statistics and to break generational curses that have been in my family. And so, although a lot of people in my family are drug sellers and all that type of stuff, selling drugs, I help them. Most of you won't even know that, but I'm telling you now. I was a watchman for my uncle when he was selling drugs. I was a watchman when he was getting the money. Because I looked innocent. But there was stuff I said, I don't want this life for me. That's being in the middle of it. There's abuse. My aunt used to get her tail whooped. Tail whooped. And I'm like, what is all these men, all these brothers doing around, and they gonna let her sister get her tail whooped like that? I had a problem with that. And I said, I am not going to be that way. I told all my sisters, you let me know. And I know people like to knock small people, but we some of the most dangerous people on the planet. I'm telling you right now. We are crazy. But I told my sisters, I said, you let me know if a brother hit you. Now, you know, talking, that could go, but hit you? I don't play that. I don't believe in hitting women.
Thank you.
I don't believe in hitting women. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of them, sometimes they can get, you know, you gotta approach like a man now. Sometimes you gotta. But, going back to this, because I believe this is really important. Like I said, a lot of students on campus come and talk to me. So I'm not telling you something, oh, I just got up and said this. No, this is something that I have spoken with, I don't want to say almost a good 50% of the population, 25% of students. They come and talk to me in their own time. They have my number. They email me, text me, do all that stuff. They'll catch me when I'm walking. Thugs and everything. I'm talking about, I'm serious. I'm being dead serious. I'm dead serious. They'll come and talk to me. Yo, Barry, Yo, Barry. Barry. So evidently they see something, and I'm only giving you what I live. And so the process is here you're full, and then you can give that to somebody else. When you're able to give that to somebody else, that's when you have that real deal love. When you first have come here and you say, you know what, I'm going to take myself out. I'm going to be comfortable with myself. You know what, I don't want to be in the midst of the crowd. I've always been a person where I know everybody on campus, but I'm never in a crowd. I am never with a group of people and just there with them. And this has been something that I've lived all my life. Every school that I went to, I knew everybody from in the office all the way down to all the students. And I'm still living it today. I'm just giving you my testimony and my example. And still, I've managed to still have my own life. I could walk in the mall. I used to go to the mall back at home. Everybody used to hate going to the mall with me because I knew everybody in the store and walking, hey, how you doing? What's up? Blah, 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 blah. But still, when I walked in the mall, my brothers and sisters would say it. They're like, B was the only one walking in the mall just like this by himself. That's because I've developed a confidence and a love for myself. And I believe when you get that, you're then ready to give that to somebody else. It's a process, guys, but it works. I'm not telling you something that I haven't lived. Like I said, I put this to work. And when you do this, then you can still do it. Your standards change. What you allow people to do to you, you're not going to allow that. Because I don't allow it. Somebody talk to you a certain way, I don't talk to me that way. You're not going to talk to me that way. That cut down that abuse right there. Somebody say something to you wrong, hold up, I don't talk to myself like that. You're not going to say that to me. I'm being real though.
Sometimes it's good to talk to yourself.
Right. I don't talk to myself that way. You're not going to talk to me that way. And you're not going to talk to anybody else that way. Where your personal standard is, that's how you treat other people. And though everybody may not deserve to be respected, I work to respect everybody. Why? Because I respect myself. So what I've set for myself, I'm going to give it to every one of y'all. And that comes from self. And there's a lot of people who don't deserve respect. They don't deserve, they deserve to be told what they are, where they can go. But you know what? Because I'm being serious. And y'all know I'm being real. But because of the status or the relationship I've set with God and myself, I now give that to you because that's my standard. So you get what I've set for me. And you'll get it every time. Every time. Why? Because if I shake over here with me, then that's what you get. And that's why it's so important for self. A lot of people are looking, why can't relationships work? Why this, whatever? They're looking for a feeling of a hole that's there that you first have to give yourself. Most people, they don't understand you. You don't understand you. You haven't spent enough time to know what you like and what you don't like. You don't know who you are. And that was the connection with Bart Simpson. He did not know who he was. And he was looking for his soul because he gave it to so many people. And he was trying to find out, who am I? Where am I? So it's here. It starts here. And you're always going to have, your lady or your guy here, whatever you may be interested in. Then that's cool. You get in relationships. But remember, the way when you start messing with that person, you got to look at your standards and say, where am I? Because of where I'm at is what I'm going to give to them. How I treat myself is how I'm going to treat them. And it's going to fall there. It's a known factor. It's going to fall there. How you feel about yourself is how you're going to put it on other people. And so that's what the triangle, guys. It's the triangle. It's God, you, and then the person. And that is one of the secrets of how love works. And like I said, this is something that was shown to me in revelatory knowledge. And this is something that was shown to me by putting that triangle in many different experiences. Being my family's relationships, my mother and father, other people, students. Every time when I talk to a student, I put that diagram right there in that situation. When I hear what they're going through, depression, low self-esteem, I had a cousin now who did some things to me because she wasn't loving herself. She messed up a potential relationship, which was supposed to be my best cousin. She messed up a relationship that I had because she was jealous of me, because she didn't love herself. And I put that diagram to everything. And it's been confirmed numerous times for me to know it works. And that's what wisdom is. When you can put it and produce it every time and you get the same result.
Pick it up.
This works. So I just wanted to share that with you all because, like I said, you know what I represent on campus. I represent President IGE, which is the gospel, inspirational gospel ensemble, meaning I am a symbol representing Christ. And I work hard to be a light so that people can see that Christianity does work and that it's a good thing and that it's a bold thing. I can't speak for anything else, but it works. It really, 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 really works. When you put, and this is what I was asking when people say, what do you mean religion and spiritual? Because you have to apply some type of method to your life and see the product of it. And I always say to people, when we had our last discussion, which was religion versus science, I said, as everybody typically said, I said, it's okay, but I challenge you to put what you believe to work and see if that works for you and you really get the full benefit out of it. You get confirmation. You get guidance. You get, I mean, with this walk, you really don't walk blind. And a lot of people are walking blind. With this walk, you have confirmation. I knew about coming to the school before I came here. I can connect every point of my walk to this school and knowing it before I came here. Seeing the connection with everything, every decision that I made in my life. Because now it falls on your decision. You have the choice to choose your destiny. That's the one thing that you have, is the decision to make a choice. You can either go here or there. I saw me coming to the school and knew what my purpose was to come to the school before I got here. And then it was confirmed as I've been here. It's been confirmed and it keeps being confirmed. A lot of people are walking blind. And they don't know where they need to go. They don't know what they need to study. What I'm studying has already been confirmed 3 times. It's already been confirmed to me 3 times. Not everybody can say that. Not everybody can say that. It's already been confirmed to me 3 times that this is the reason why you need to study it, and that's why. And after, honestly, after 2 times when you start getting a confirmation that you know nobody know, and then it start pulling out all that stuff nobody know, that's your faith builder. You don't question what you believe anymore. You live this thing and you put it to work because there's no need to question it because it happens every time. Finances. Finances? What? When I tell you, finances, coming to the school, you're going to be all right. Okay, I believe you. You're going to be, okay, moving $5,000 here, moving $2,000 here, moving it, just moving it, shifting it, shifting it, shifting it. Some scholarships I deserve to lose, but God told me, go talk to the person, and I'm going to tell them to give you the money. When did that? Got the money. Everybody can't say that, though. So that's why I say you choose what you want to do. But I'm going to stay right over here where I'm at because I got my confirmation. You know?